Hi and welcome. I'm Lori Baker. I'm the acquisitions editor for the Quilting Company. I work with McCall's Quilting, Quiltmaker, and the Fons and Porter titles. I'm also the editor of Fons and Porter's Love of Quilting.
And I am Tracy Mooney. I am the editor of Quiltmaker Magazine and Quilting Magazine. And we are coming to you live today to do a little trunk show.
We're going to show you a variety of Halloween projects, and actually before we start with that, I want to encourage you to ask us questions.
Yes.
As we go through, if you see something you want to know a little bit more about, just ask us and we'll take a minute or two and explain what we're doing.
Yes.
Our inspiration for our projects in our trunk show is the quilt behind us. It was designed by Denise Starck. She's the art director for the Quilting Company. She did all of these wonderful little bitty blocks. They're 4-inch blocks, and when I finished doing my project, I said I was never doing that again. 4-inch blocks are tiny. But I love the project, and I actually probably will do more of them because they came out so cute.
Mm-hmm.
So the quilt behind us is called Bitty Boo, and it's featured in the Quiltmaker September-October 2018 magazine. If you want to make it, look for the magazine, or you can find the pattern on the quiltingcompany.com. So
yes.
Let's show them some of the things that we did.
Well, and let's backtrack a little bit. So there was a Halloween party at the office.
Yes.
And it included a staff challenge. Now, Lori, how many of our staff members participated?
There were 11 of us that did something inspired by Denise's quilt.
So what were the parameters of the challenge?
Pretty much just, here's our inspiration and let's go for it. Almost everybody used the actual block or some of the blocks from the quilt.
Okay.
But some people said, oh, there's a cool cat in the quilt, so I think I'll put cats on my quilt. And did applique. That one was really cool too.
Oh, nice.
I contacted 7 fabric companies and asked them for Halloween fabric. So we got all this fun fabric, and everybody got a package of fabric. We did it with everything hiding in a brown paper bag,
Nice.
so they didn't know what they were going to get. We just had great fun doing it.
That sounds like a wonderful time.
It
so
was.
I guess let's start showing some of our trunk show projects, right?
Okay, so this first one is Annette's. She did the little kitty block,
And the house block.
the pumpkin block, the witch's hat block. Made just this sweet little wall hanging. I love her giant jumbo rickrack. Fun stuff.
Wonderful. Ooh, I think I might know whose quilt this one is.
Yes, this one is mine, and I had such fun doing it. We have a new house, and I don't have any Halloween decorations that fit the house, so this actually will go by my front door, facing the street, the window by my front door facing the street. Love the fabric I got to use. We have pumpkins across the bottom. I did some machine embroidery, but then to be really honest, I ran out of time and couldn't figure out something on my machine, so a lot of this is fabric marker.
You let
And
them
it
know your
works.
secret. That's
It
amazing.
works. It works. I have a new long arm, and I quilted this with a computerized program, so it's got little ghosts in the quilting. I started out using black thread, but then when I got down here, you couldn't distinguish the quilting and the quote embroidery design. So I took that out and did the rest of it with white thread. Love my little quilt.
It's adorable. All right, and now we've got a couple of really cool in progress blocks.
Yes. So this one is Vanessa's.
Yeah. It's got little cats.
It's got cats. Vanessa has a kitty cat, and Vanessa loves her kitty cat. She told me that this is going to be underneath her kitty's feet dish.
Nice.
Something special
So
for
a
the
little-
kitty
a
for
little-
Halloween.
A little mug rug for the cat.
Exactly.
Love it. This one is completely still in progress, and it is absolutely amazing. So this one belongs to Mary Kate.
Yes.
And she did some of the candy corn blocks, but the reason why it's still in progress is she's hand quilting it. So she is actually doing spider webs from the corner down, and you are holding the floss that she's using.
It's glow-in-the-dark floss.
It's
Mary
gonna be
Kate
awesome.
has 2 little girls, and I can just picture them loving this because of the glow-in-the-dark spider web.
I love it.
It's going to be fun.
Ooh, we've got a big one next.
Yes.
All right. All right. Do we know which side is up? I think you have the upside. Oh, now it goes all around.
It goes all
Okay.
around.
All right.
So, I love this. This is Trish's, and this one is a bed-size quilt with bitty blocks. It's just so wonderful. She made it so that no matter which way we put it, it's going to be right side up because
Nice.
she's got pumpkins going both ways, all the way around. Look at her little tiny star blocks. Oh, I just think this is wonderful. The kitty cats face both directions again, so her quilt can go any way on the bed. Wonderful, wonderful quilt.
Mm-hmm. And huge.
And huge, yes. Ooh, and I'm getting all tangled up in my pretty veil.
Do we have any questions?
No questions yet, but lots of hellos from different areas around the states.
Yay! Do we want to
nice.
give a shout out to anyone?
Penelope Quick says, love, love, love that quilt. Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, wow, wow,
Yes,
wow, I
indeed.
agree. Okay, so this one is also a large quilt. It's Anissa's, and you have to check out what she used for the backing. Look at the fun back.
Mm-hmm. Is that Timeless Treasures, I think?
I believe so. And then
Oh.
she just played with the star block, and she made great big ones and little ones and medium-sized ones. What a fun quilt.
Love it. Very spooky.
Yes.
Perfect for the season. So, if the large quilts are a little daunting, maybe you have a little less
Correct.
time like me, I kind of going for smaller projects.
And there are only 3 weeks from Halloween.
Yes. And one of the things that I think you can do, which would be absolutely adorable, is make a treat bag with some of these small blocks.
So here's Kelly's project. She made just this simple little tote with 4 of the blocks, fussy cut. So she's got kitty cats in the houses and kitty cat in the middle of the star. Fun stuff. And perfect for trick-or-treating.
Perfect for trick-or-treating. What are these little boxes?
So
Little bags.
These little bags were sent by Abby Dollinger, one of
Mhm.
our designers, and she just made a little ribbon tie so we can tie it shut.
Adorable.
Cute, cute,
And very quick.
and very quick, yes.
So the next thing that we're showing, I think we have a question.
We have a question. So maybe you can remind everybody where you can get the pattern for the Biddy Boo behind you.
So Biddy Boo is actually our cover girl for Quiltmaker September-October issue. This is still available. You can buy it on quiltingcompany.com or on newsstands. It should still be available. Or you can buy the digital pattern on the website as well. So the next project is one that I've done as a project for kids for a few years now. Trisha made this, and it's a pillowcase that actually has some of the Biddy Boo blocks incorporated into the design. When I had taught kids sewing classes, we've done a pillowcase for Halloween where they can pick out fun fabrics, and I show them a method for doing the little burrito roll pillowcase. It's pretty easy, even for kids, I would say 8 and up. And then they get to sleep on their pillowcase during the month, and if they want, they can also use that as a trick-or-treat bag.
Trick-or-treat bag.
Because
Lots of candy goes
that's
in
what
this.
I used when I was a kid.
That's fun to know.
I always wanted a store-bought one, but I was the youngest, and my older siblings always wanted a pillowcase because you could have more candy in it.
Right,
So-
right. That makes sense.
It does.
Okay, this is my pillowcase, and I just used a panel. So one side is this part of the panel, the other side is this part of the panel.
It's so cute. I never thought of using a panel for a pillowcase.
Right,
But it works like
but
charm.
it worked great. Now, I did do something that I started out as a garment seamstress. So when I was thinking of using this pillowcase to carry all this candy and stuff, I'm thinking, I don't want them to mess up the inside and tear up the seams and all that. So I did French seams for the inside of my pillowcase.
Smart.
So all the raw edges are enclosed. And just in case you don't know how to do a French seam, I brought you a little 2 steps. So you take your fabric, I use my 1/4 inch foot, and I move my needle position as far to the right as it can go without hitting the foot. Make sure you roll your hand wheel so you don't hit the foot with your needle. Do your stitching with your fabric's right side together, wrong side together. Then press it and turn it around, and now move your needle as far to the left as you can go without hitting your presser foot, and stitch again. And you've got all those raw edges
Caught
nicely
inside.
enclosed.
Perfect.
I'm going to interject real quick.
Okay.
Sharon Stone Mayers says she loves the Bitty Boo quilt and it's on her cutting table right now.
Yes, how good.
Yay! We want to see pictures when it's done.
Exactly, exactly.
And Jane Flynn, who used to work here
Yes.
at the Quilting Company, she says, love the Halloween quilt and hi to Lori and Carrie.
Hi, Jane. Okay.
All right.
Now this is one last project I'm going to let Tracy tell you about. Isn't this fun?
So I'll tell you a little story. About 2 years ago, my son was away at school, at college, and Halloween's always a big deal in our house. And I had a dream one night that I was going to the Home Depot, no idea why, it was a dream, to find Halloween stockings. And they didn't
Stockings.
have any. And I was very upset because I couldn't figure out what I was going to do without Halloween stockings. I woke up and I thought, well, that's kind of a fun idea. What if I make a Halloween stocking and I fill it up with some goodies and send it off as a care package to college? And wouldn't you know, October is always a busy month.
Yes.
Because usually prepping for market or all of the other things that are
Stuff.
happening, and I never have time for sewing. And so this year, when I knew we were going to be doing all of these projects, I thought, I'm going to do my Halloween stocking. So my Halloween stocking, basically I took a charm pack and I improv pieced the front, but you could use a full, just any fun fabric that you'd
Exactly.
like. Or do a fun embroidery, that would be fun
Yes.
too.
Or a bitty block right here.
I used a pattern that is actually it's December from 2015's Quiltmaker. This is the issue. The pattern is called Holiday Hang-Ups. And
fun.
we actually have the digital pattern on quiltingcompany.com as well. And it has 6 different patterns, but basically you can make it what you want. So what I did, here's the
Are you
secret.
ready for it? Are you ready?
I decided that I would make it reversible so that it was ready for Christmas.
What a good idea.
And so
What a good idea.
this one, I did a little binding, a little bias binding around the edges to seal it up. I put a little flap on both sides so that it would add a little decorative element. And that's what I did. It was a pretty quick and easy project and lots of fun. Oh, and I used some twill tape from a fat quarter stack as my little loop because I just thought that would be fun and it would recycle some of the, I can't throw away the the beautiful ribbon and the twill tape.
And it goes with either side
It
that
does.
way.
I was trying to figure out what color would work and plain worked.
Plain works
Plain
wonderfully.
worked. So, the fun thing about that, since we're on Christmas now is that we're going to be doing another Facebook Live where we are going to be doing a little holiday roundup and talking about prepping your sewing machine for holiday sewing, since we're getting there.
Yes,
right?
it's time. It is time.
Mm-hmm. So, on Saturday, this Saturday, on the blog, we're actually going to have a recap of all of the projects that you saw today and where the patterns might live
Right.
and where you can find them.
Right.
And we're also going to be doing, having a holiday ebook coming up.
And I actually got to see on my computer the other day the holiday ebook, and it's wonderful.
So it is all table runners.
Table runners, exactly.
For all of the holidays or just the winter holidays?
Winter holidays.
That is
And
fantastic.
it's cool because a table runner is perfectly doable.
Quick and easy.
I probably can't manage a whole quilt for a bed, but I could manage a table runner.
Mhm. True.
So,
And I think there's a really fun Thanksgiving
Yes,
table runner in
there
there.
is. Yes.
Tracy, Ginger Rabesa says that stocking is a wonderful idea.
Isn't
Oh,
it fun?
yay. I'm hoping that that more people will be inspired to make a Halloween stocking as well. Apparently, it used to be Halloween back, thousands and thousands of years ago was the New Year. And so it's kind of a celebration. I just thought the Great Pumpkin might come to me instead of me having to wait in the pumpkin patch and getting cold.
Exactly.
And Deborah Pena, I hope I said her name right, says brilliant stocking idea. I think the stockings are a hit.
Isn't it fun?
Excellent. Yeah, I just thought it would be so much fun. I'm at the point where my kids are all older, and their Christmas stockings that I've made for them when they were little are a little bit juvenile. And
Right.
so it's kind of time to
Right.
revamp them. And I just thought, wouldn't it be fun to make a spooky mantelpiece for Halloween and have the
yeah.
stockings hung? And
Yeah.
really, once December hits, just flip them inside out and you're ready for Christmas.
Exactly.
With some nice, holiday decorations and
Yeah.
for Christmas. So
Great idea.
yeah. Any other questions?
No questions, just lots of praise and comments. Vanderlee Montaner, that's an amazing idea. Thanks for all.
Hey, I'm glad that you all enjoyed it. We just thought it would be a lot of fun to do a trunk show for you guys and show you what some of our editors do here and some of the projects that we've made that were inspired by what is in our pages of our magazines.
Exactly. And after we go away, we'll still be watching, so if you have questions, ask away. We're happy to answer.
Absolutely. We'll go in and drop in some comments. We're also going to put the link, so you'll of course be able to, if you missed the beginning of this, you can go back and watch it on Facebook. We'll also be putting embedding the video onto the blog on Saturday so that you can watch it there if you like and click on the links for the patterns.
Thanks for joining us. We really had fun doing this.
Mhm, yes, and the next Facebook Live will actually be on the 10th.
Correct.
Yes, so that's next week.
That's next
That
week.
is next week. Woo.
Yeah.
We will be here
We
again.
will be here.
Same bat channel,
Yes.
same bat time.
Probably not the hats.
Yeah, I think we will be ready for the holidays
That's
next
right.
week. Thank
Thanks
you
again.
all so much, and see you next week.